Hello and welcome. In this video, we are making our first project on AWS. And the project is how to publish or how to host an S3 website on, no, not a S3 website, well, a static website on an S3. Well, we have talked about S3 in the previous video. So if you haven't watched that, please watch that. It is very, very important to understand the project. Now I am talking about static website because there is a difference between static and dynamic. Now, static website are those that only serves a basic purpose of just landing page that doesn't actually talk with the servers. So there is no really backend stuff going on. For example, an e-commerce website that is a full stack, front end as well as backend. Static website is basically when you have a portfolio, you have just a thing to display and that's it. Maybe you don't have any forms to submit on the server. So these are called a static website. And S3 only allows you to publish static websites, not dynamic websites. All right. For dynamic websites, we have different tools that we will see in later on. Now, as a beginner level project, this one is very good. You can add it to your LinkedIn profile, or you can screenshots of the checkpoints and then maybe write it on Medium or LinkedIn, right? So let's just get started, right? And to be noted that this project will be absolutely free. There will be no charges required and very, very beginner friendly. So you can follow along and it's really fairly easy. You can just after this video you can practice that is yourself as well. And it is free until and unless you delete all the resources, and we will delete that together so we won't get charged. All right, so let's get started. Now, what are the prerequisites for the project? So for that, you need an HTML file, or that is named as index.html, or and you also need some images or any one image if you want to add a logo in your basic HTML page. So for that, let me show you what I have right now. So I have this sample HTML website that I created from Bolt. If you don't know Bolt.new, it's a very awesome tool to make websites on the fly. You can just write a prompt. It's an AI generated website. I created one today itself. So I have this HTML document and I also have this JPG that is a picture in the website. So for these two, I want to add these to our website. So I want to publish these two things. All right, index.html and this JPG image. All right. So this is basically a prerequisite. And one more thing as well, you need to have an AWS account. All right. And which I hope you have till now if you are following the series. If we open this, this is a basic page. All right. And we will host this. Okay. So, all right. And we not only host this on AWS normal server or a sample link. We will host that to my purchased domain, which I purchased from Hostinger. That is monkweb.tech. Well, I'm planning to make a full website, and now it's just to show you guys. I just created a sample page, and we will later on maybe update this and make a full-fledged website. All right, and now it has nothing, right? No, nothing is pointing to this domain right now. So to verify, I just type this. So we don't have anything right now. We will publish this website to this domain. All right. Now let's go to our EC2. Let's log in. Oh, I'm already logged in. All right. So what we're gonna do is first let's go to search bar and type S3 here. Yeah. So we see S3 here and yeah, okay, this is the entry page for S3. Amazon S3 store and retrieve any amount of data from anywhere. All right. Create a bucket. We're gonna click on this. We have talked about this that it is a bucket that has many features. You have security, you have location, and you have millisecond access time. So watch those previous videos. All right, highly recommend that. Now we are inside this. So okay, Asia Pacific, Mumbai. So the region, Mumbai is the closest region for me, so I will make my bucket here, and it automatically detects that if you want to change your region, you just go to here and just change anywhere you want to make. Okay, so there are two types: general purpose and directory. Well, let's read it, shall we? Recommend for most use cases and access patterns. General purpose buckets are original. Well, we have talked about types of buckets in the previous video. Okay. Directory recommend for low latency use case. These buckets only use only the X3 express one zone that we have talked about, which provide faster processing of data with a single availability zone. All right, that's for low latency. General purpose, we want this right now. General purpose is fine for us. So bucket name. Okay. So if you have a domain like me, you have to write the same domain name to your S3 bucket name should be same as your domain. Exactly the same. For me, it is monkweb.tech. So it should be that. If you don't have any domain, you can just write anything. All right. Okay, monkweb.tech. And copy settings from existing bucket. We don't have an existing button bucket, so nothing for us. ACL. Okay, so have we talked about ACL? Well, let's talk about it now. I don't remember. So ACL are basically access control list. So you can define who can access your bucket, who cannot, and there is one more thing. We will also define some bucket policies. We have talked about it, right? Some bucket policies to enhance the security. So uh, who can access the website, who cannot, we will define all of them. For now, let's do ACL enable, and it's always a good practice to see ACL enable. Access to this bucket and an object can be specified using ACL. So we can specify who can access it or who cannot. All right. Object ownership, bucket owner preferred, object writer, well, owner, I think. If new object returned to this bucket, specify the bucket owner full control. We want that. And this is very important setting. Block public access. We don't want to block public access, right? We want public to access our website. So we just uncheck this. We don't want to block anything. Bucket versioning. Well, bucket versioning is a version control system. So it tracks every changes that you make, so that if you mess up something, you can always go back to your previous changes. This is bucket versioning. Of course we want that. Why not? Okay, tags, we don't want to give a tag right now. Default encryption is fine for now. Bucket key, it's okay to enable or disable. Let's see, just leave it as it is. Object lock, nope, no object lock right now. And if you cannot see, let me make myself on the side. Right now you can see there is an option to create bucket. We gonna click on this option, create a bucket. All right. Okay, I acknowledge, we must click on that, I forgot about it. I acknowledge that the current setting might result in this bucket and object with, all right, becoming public. We want object to become public, so that's fine. Let's click on create bucket right now and Ta-da! Bucket is created. Look, monkweb.tech is there, and I like to make myself in the corner again. Good. Monkweb.tech. Let's click on it. All right. So this is our bucket. There is nothing here right now. It is giving us option to upload. So yes, we will upload. Now let's just explore. And if you are documenting, by the way, just click a snapshot, just create a screenshot of this. So when you document, you just write there that, after you create a bucket, this is what it looks like. Let's do this together, shall we? So I hit Windows Shift and S, and it's give us a pretty nice grayish background, so we can select. All right, screenshot taken. Maybe I was hung up because while taking a screenshot, it's the default behavior. All right, we took a screenshot. Now let's click here. What are these? We'll talk about it. Create a folder. Nope. Upload. We don't have anything to upload. So let's click on it. This is the right time, right? Click on upload. All right. It is asking what do you want to upload. You can add files. You can add a folder as well. For me, I have some sample file which I showed you that's in desktop, or I think downloads, bold project, index HTML and monkweb.jpg. We want to upload these two files. All right, destination details. It's okay for now. Permission, private recommended. Only the object owner will have read and write access. Okay. Now, it's okay for now, I would say. Yeah, storage classes, we have talked about it in a separate video. That what are standard, intelligent tiering, standard 1A, one zone. We have talked about it. Okay, please watch that video. Don't specify encryption key. I don't think we need that. We just want to upload and just want to see it working, right? So, oh, it is uploaded. All right, let's see. Yeah, index.html is there and monkweb.jpg is there. Wow, pretty fast. Now, if we go to index.html and we have this URL, well, of course, it does not point to monkweb.tag right now, but what if we just try to open it? What happens? Let's see. Oop, it says, let me zoom it. Access denied. Access denied. Oh my God, what is this? Access is denied, but we specified that yeah, right, we specified that we want it to a public, but still the access is denied. Why is that? Now the reason is, your bucket is public. That's fine, that's for sure, we have clicked on that, but objects mean the data that we have created, like the index.html and the monkweb.jpg file. Those are called objects. Whatever is inside the bucket, that are called as objects. Objects are by default private, so we need to make them public as well. So let's go to our object, select them, go to actions, and we will click on, if you cannot see, let me make myself here. Yep. Make public using ACL, right? So we have enabled ACL. Now, objects are not public, the bucket is public. So we have to make objects public as well. And yep, there are two objects. We gonna click on make public and successfully done. Alrighty, let's make myself in the corner again. Okay, good. Let's close this and let's try to hit that object again. What have we right now? Oops. Oh, it is hosted. It is working. Can you see that? It is working. How cool is that? We didn't do anything right now. We just uploaded and it's working. Awesome. Well, we have to. Actually, you cannot see, it's zoomed way too much. Yeah, now you can see it. Right? Welcome to monkweb and little nice gradient here. Of course, we can modify it, but this was very, very easy, right? If you don't have a domain and you just want to make a project, this was it. As easy as that. Now we will go a step ahead and we will define some bucket policies. We will point it to our domain. We will do all that stuff, right? If you wanna quit, you can quit here as well. That's fine. You can create click a screenshot here, right, to show the result if you are documenting. All right. Now what we wanna do? Let's go to permissions. What are these? Let's explore them. Everyone, public access, object owner, of course, versions. Yeah, versions. So we have enabled bucket versioning, right? So whatever changes we make, for example, if we delete some file, we add the new files and all of that, it will keep a track of every version here. So if we mess up anything, we can just quickly go back to previous version. It's like a Git. If you know Git, a version control system, it's same as Git. All right. We're gonna go to our buckets and let's see bucket properties. Versioning is enabled, default encryption, configuration, intelligent tiering. We have talked about this. According to the use case, according to how frequently you are trying to access your files, it kind of map that to the type of the buckets. So configuration is here. Server access logging. Okay, CloudTrail. We will talk about it later on. Object lock. We don't want to lock our objects right now. As static website hosting. All right. Make sure to always enable static website hosting. All right. And it is asking us to what is the, and by the way, I forgot about it. Why do we need to upload index.html, right? Even if you have a project, for example, here in the buckets, I uploaded two things, right? Now only have one file. If I had multiple images and CSS in a different folder right now, all the CSS in is in HTML dot index.html. Even if I had all the CSS and on the images in a different folder, I would upload that in a single folder here and still separately uh, upload this index.html, right? It is the best practice because S3 want to know that what is the main root directory. So you always want to upload it like this. A file, all the rest of the file can be uploaded as a folder, and the main index.html file should be uploaded separately. All right. Okay. Now, index document, that is index.html for us. Index.html. Error document, if you have an error page, you can point that here. Redirection rule, don't want to redirect, but if you if you have, for example, for a specific content, you want to direct them, for example, you have a condition that those people that have subscription of your services, you want to direct them to a different URL, so you can um, give the all the rules here. I'm gonna click on save changes. If you cannot see, yeah, save changes is here. I'm gonna click on that. All right, static website hosting is enabled. Okay, let's also click on permissions. Block all public access. No, we don't want to block them. Bucket policies. Well, bucket policies are add on security that you can add. So, for example, if you want certain IP address don't access this website, you can add that here. I also have, I think, one policy that I have copied from somewhere. Sorry for that. I think, yep, we have this. This is a sample policy I want to show you. So, yeah, effect allow. So, by the way, if you didn't click on that ACL, if you disabled that ACL, na, you wouldn't have that make public using ACL option. In that case, you can define this kind of policy here so that you can still access the website even if you are not using ACL. So ACL is a inbuilt feature. Bucket policy is also an enhanced feature. So it gives you a lot of customization. If you are not even using ACL, you can define everything inside here. Right now, I'm just telling S3 that just allow, right? Allow everyone. I didn't specify any conditions. Just allow everyone. Make it public. This means that make my website public. All right. I don't want to save changes because it's already public and I'm using ACL, so I don't need to add any policy. Ownership, bucket owner preferred. We clicked on that. All right, all right. Course. If you are a developer, you are probably you know what course is. So cross origin resource. Maybe we'll talk about it in a later video because it's a whole separate thing. Okay. Now let's quickly jump on to we wanna map this to our monkweb.tech domain. All right, let's do that. Now for that we need another thing that is called as a route 53. Route 53. Route 53, I have talked about it, that it's AWS's own domain name system service that kind of do a lot of things. Let's click on get started. Register a domain, transfer domains, create hosted zone. We will create one. Don't worry about it. And health checks if your server's application's state is running or not. It checks that as well. It manages the traffic as well and do a lot of things. Right now, we don't want to. If you want to purchase a domain from here, you can do this. Register a domain and it will you just enter a domain. For example, if I write monkweb.in, let's see if it's available. Yeah, exact match 15 USD. Sorry about that. Yeah, a little bit costlier. Now, a trick here, if you want to just get started, you can use a what was it? A click domain. That's I think cheaper. Yeah, 3 USD. Very, very cheap. And if you live in India, you can buy your domain very, very cheap from Hostinger. This is not any paid thing. Okay. I just want to show you. Make myself all right here. You can just go to domain and I purchased my domain from here. Okay. So very cheap. So for example, if I write the same domain here, let's see the price. Only 199 rupees. So it's very cheap from here. You can for a whole year, right? So you can buy this from here as well. And if you have any doubt how to map this domain, we are doing that. All right, we will do that. And if you are just buying it from this route 53, it will automatically map out. So don't have to worry about it. Now, if you are buying it from a different third party, for example, Hostinger, you have to manage that name servers. You have to edit them. So if you are curious, I will show you. I will show you in a little bit. Okay, let's just first configure our Route 53. All right. So if you want a domain, you can just buy it from here. I already have a domain. So I will go to my dashboard. I will click on create hosted zone. Okay, let's click on it. Hosted zone configuration, domain name. So what is our domain name right now? That is monkweb.tech. Make sure it exactly matches to your domain name. Okay. Description, it's optional, so let's just skip through it. Public hosted zone, private zone determines how traffic is routed within the Amazon VPC. Now I want public hosted. Okay. And if I move myself here, you will create, you will see that there's a create hosted zone here. Let's click on that. Okay, already created. Good. Now we have this sample, these two things we have NS, name servers, and SOA. Now we don't have to worry about SOA right now. This, let me move myself. Here it is fine. Now, okay, I'll get back to this right now. We also have to create a record. Let's click on create record. And what do you want? You want a simple routing, weighted, use when you have multiple resources that do the same job, and you want to specify the proportion of traffic. There are a lot of features in Route 53. Geolocation, I talked about this, that when you want traffic based on the location, you use this. Latency, go where it is the fastest, right? Latency is there, failover, IP based, many things. Right now, I don't want to make it complicated for you. Let me make myself here. All right. Now we have this next button. I'm going with simple routing. Okay. Next. And we have, okay, we have created record, and we want to click on this define sample record. Okay. In here, it will ask you some things. If you want to host this website on a subdomain, for example, maybe test.monkweb.com probably, or anything. And if you just leave it blank, it will publish on the root, like monkweb.tag domain. It will publish on the root domain. Right. So I will keep that blank, and make sure you are clicking on this A here. So there are a lot of things to route traffic to an IPv6 address, and this is IPv4 address. We want to click on this. There are a lot of things. Just click on this. Okay. Choose an endpoint. So we want to redirect our traffic to our domain, right? And that domain, or not domain, we want to access our domain. We want to map that domain to our files, and that files are in our S3, right? So we want to point this to S3. So let's search S3 here. Yep, alias to S3 website endpoint, and choose a region in which your S3 bucket is located. Mumbai for me. It will automatically detect if you click on it. Yeah, automatically detects the name of the S3 bucket, the region of that, and the URL, not the name. Name was monkweb.tech. This is the URL of that. All right. Now you have this. Why I'm looking weird here? Okay. Yeah. This is okay. Evaluate target health. If you want Route 53 to check every time if your application is running or not, and if give you real time feedback, maybe it will charge you if you click on yes. So just hit no and just define a simple record. Okay, it's done. We gonna click on existing records. So now just screenshot this. You should have three types of records. All right, two for NS and SOA, and one is the A type that we have selected. All right. So for Route 53, this is done. If you are using Route 53's purchased domain, you don't have to do anything. You just go to your URL and it's up and running. For me, because I have purchased it from Hostinger, I have to map this. So these all links here, I have to copy and paste it to my name servers. So I'm gonna go to my Hostinger. I'm gonna log in. All right. A little bit slow. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, let's log in from Google. That's fast. Okay, now inside domain. Okay, so monkweb.tech is here. Let's manage. And inside here, we have this DNS name servers. We're gonna click on that. And right now, I have some domains. And if you see, let's see, 12111989, if these are the same. Nope, 7151051. These are all different. So I have to copy these and I have to paste here. So change name servers. And let's quickly do that one by one. We don't want that full stop in the end, okay? So make sure you remove that. All right, let's copy and paste. You can skip if you have purchases from Route 53. First one is done. Second one, copy and paste. Third one, all right. Nope. Yeah, here. The fourth one, copy and paste. Let's see. .net, .org, .uk, and .com. Let's hit save. All right, so name server has changed. Now it might take up to 24 hours. So it's already written here. It might take up to 24 hours, but it generally won't take that much long. Um, I think for me it will take some 5 to 10 minutes to reflect those changes. And let's try right now. If it already happened, I don't think so, but let's see. Let's try. Oh, you cannot see. I have already added that in my browser. Oh, why I am very zoomed out. Wait, I have to fix that. Why? Oh, it's because maybe I have no. Why I am zoomed out, zoomed in so much, not zoomed out. Oh, oh. All right. So it's right now not mapping. And let me try to reload. Not right now. So let's wait for some 4 to 5 minutes. And I'm gonna pause this video, or maybe just fast forward it, or maybe just pause that video. And when it happens after 4 to 5 minutes, I'll come back and then we see if this happens or not. All right. All right. So it's been some time. I think 5 to 10 minutes. And also, I forgot to tell you about that. Uh, when we created a record, it was showing on the upper side differently. And then let me give you a screenshot. If I have one, I think I do have that. Yeah. So it was oh, you cannot see that. Wait a second. Okay. So look at this. It is here. It is not coming under the existing records, right? It is on the upper side. Now, if your record is looking like this, it won't work. If you wait hours, it won't work because it is not properly configured. For that, this should be under the existing records. So if you are like me, you forget to click on create records. This is the create record button. You have to click on this, right? Then it will come under this. I forgot to tell you this. Let us, yeah. So this should be your configuration. Everything should be in this records. All right, so let's check. It should be up by now. Yeah, it is up and running. Monkweb.tech. Oh, you cannot see this, right? Uh, oh, wait. Let me. Yeah, now you can see monkweb.tech. If I can reload. Yes, monkweb.tech. So it is successfully mapped our website to our IP address. Okay, so congrats. We have successfully created our first project where we first learned about what is S3. Then we created our first bucket. We uploaded our objects. We have created policies. And we also learned about what is Route 53. We have bought our own domain. We have mapped our domain to our DNS. We have seen how, if you have purchased from third party services, how to map that domain to these servers. A lot of things we have learned today, and this is what I like about project based learning is you just on the fly you learn many things instead of just remembering everything while watching the theory lectures. So I think this is a more practical approach and we will follow this. So we will create many projects, and in just the another video, in just right video after this, we will create another project where we will and try to analyze data and try to visualize data in pie charts and all those beautiful stuff. We will do that without learning anything right now. We will learn that on the fly. So that's it for this video. We have successfully created our first project, and you can do that as well. Just follow along. And if you want this sample website, just DM me on Instagram or just email me and I'll send it to you. All right. Also, one more thing I forgot to delete the resources, and you shouldn't forget that. Okay. You shouldn't. You always should delete your resources because you will get charged. So, how to delete them? Let's see. We don't want this. Go to our records and click on these, and we're gonna click on. Oh, you cannot see. Silly me. So just click on these, and we're gonna click on maybe delete zone. Let's see. Oh, I have been signed out. All right. Let's sign in again. Sign in. There is some two-factor authentication. Okay. Signed in. Now select these, and we're gonna delete zone. I delete here. Okay, so error occurred. Before you can delete a hosted zone, you first delete all the resources. Okay, except the NS and SOA. So we don't have to delete these. We only have to delete our this record. Delete record and delete. Okay, it is deleted. Now let's go to our delete zone and let's try to delete this zone. Delete it. Let's go to our dashboard and see if there is anything. Okay, hosted zones, no zone. All right, so we are clear from here. Now go to S3. Oh, okay, let's go to S3 from here. S3, and let's delete our bucket as well. For that, we have to empty our bucket as well. So first empty the bucket and let's try to permanently delete. And if you cannot see, um, wait a second. Um, why am I unable to move myself? Wait a second, let me. Yeah, let me make myself smaller. Okay, let's click on this empty button and bucket is emptied. All right, now exit and delete this bucket. We're gonna click on delete and delete bucket. All right, yes, we want to enter the name of the bucket. That was monkweb.tech. Delete. Successfully deleted. All right. So wait for next video. Okay, so we will make another awesome project for your LinkedIn profile. So that's it for this video. And I hope to see you in the next one. And please consider liking because I'm not getting paid to create these kind of videos. And it's been how long? It's been like 40 minutes or something. I'm just speaking and showing you stuff. So just consider liking and subscribing for these awesome projects, right? And if you have any doubts, just hit in the comment section and we will talk or just DM me on Instagram. Okay, link in my bio and in the description, right? So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.